The book of Esther in the Old Testament unfolds a captivating tale of a young Jewish orphan named Esther, whose life takes an unexpected turn, leading her from obscurity to the throne of Persia. Her story is a tapestry woven with threads of courage, destiny, and the unmistakable hand of God, orchestrating events to fulfill a divine purpose. Esther's narrative unfolds within the opulent halls of the Persian Empire during the reign of King Xerxes. At its core is the story of Esther, a young Jewish orphan whose life takes an unexpected trajectory, propelling her from the shadows of obscurity to the pinnacle of power as the Queen of Persia. Her journey, filled with courage, destiny, and the unmistakable hand of divine providence, reveals a tapestry of events intricately orchestrated by God to fulfill a greater purpose. The saga begins with King Xerxes' discontent with Queen Vashti, prompting him to seek a new queen through a grand beauty pageant. In an unforeseen twist of fate, Esther, an orphan cared for by her cousin Mordecai, emerges as a participant in this royal selection. Astonishingly, Esther finds favor not only with Haggai, the eunuch overseeing the harem, but also with King Xerxes himself. Her coronation as the new Queen of Persia marks the commencement of an unexpected journey from anonymity to the pinnacle of power. As Esther settles into her role as queen, the narrative introduces a pivotal character, Haman, an influential official in the king's court. Motivated by malevolence, Haman devises a wicked plan to annihilate the Jewish people throughout the vast Persian Empire. Unbeknownst to the king, this genocidal decree threatens the lives of Esther's people. Upon learning of Haman's nefarious plot, Mordecai urges Esther to intervene, to disclose her Jewish identity to the king, and to seek his favor to avert the impending catastrophe. Initially hesitant due to the grave risks involved, Esther receives Mordecai's compelling exhortation, and who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this. Esther 4:14. Esther, faced with a perilous choice, rises to the occasion with extraordinary courage. She strategically arranges a series of banquets inviting the king and Haman, and in a dramatic revelation, exposes Haman's sinister plot while disclosing her Jewish heritage. The king, incensed by Haman's deceit, orders his execution, and the Jewish people are spared from imminent destruction. The themes that emerge from Esther's story resonate with profound significance. 1. Divine providence. Esther's rise to the throne is marked by divine providence. Her beauty, favor within the palace, and timely intervention in the king's affairs all bear the fingerprints of a higher power guiding her path. Esther's life becomes a testament to the unseen hand of God, orchestrating events for a greater purpose. 2. Courage in adversity. The central theme of Esther's narrative is her remarkable courage. Confronted with the potential loss of her own life, she fearlessly approaches the king, stepping into the unknown to intercede on behalf of her people. Esther's courage becomes a beacon of trust in God's plan, inspiring generations to face adversity with unwavering faith. 3. Recognition of divine timing. Mordecai's words to Esther emphasize the profound significance of divine timing. For such a time as this, encapsulates the idea that Esther's position of influence was not arbitrary, but divinely appointed to coincide with the critical moment of saving her people. Her life unfolds in sync with the unfolding drama of God's redemptive plan. 4. Faithfulness in obedienza. Esther's obedience to Mordecai's counsel reveals a deep sense of faithfulness. Prioritizing the welfare of her people over personal safety, she aligns herself with God's purposes, even when faced with considerable risk. Esther becomes a model of obedience in the face of uncertainty. The climax of Esther's story is encapsulated in her bold declaration, "If I perish, I perish." Esther 4:16. These words embody her willingness to lay her life on the line for the sake of her people, showcasing the depth of her courage and commitment. This pivotal scripture encapsulates the essence of Esther's journey, a journey marked by divine providence, courage in adversity, recognition of divine timing, and faithfulness in obedience. As the story of Esther unfolds, the reader is immersed in a narrative rich with details of palace intrigue, political machinations, and the pivotal role of an orphaned Jewish girl thrust into a position of profound influence. The complexities of court life, the dynamics of power, and the nuanced relationships between the characters add depth to the narrative.
Esther's journey from the corridors of the harem to the throne of Persia invites readers to delve into the intricacies of her character, to ponder the choices she made, and to marvel at the divine orchestration of events. The narrative unfolds with a cinematic quality, inviting readers to envision the grandeur of the Persian court, the tension-filled banquets, and the climactic moments of revelation and redemption. In Esther's story, we find echoes of our own journeys, prompting us to seek God's guidance, exhibit courage in adversity, and trust that our lives are intricately woven into the fabric of His divine plan. The Book of Esther beckons readers to explore the profound themes of divine providence, courage in the face of adversity, recognition of divine timing, and faithfulness in obedience. As we immerse ourselves in the details of Esther's narrative, we are reminded that our lives, like hers, may be positioned for such a time as this, to fulfill a divine purpose in the grand tapestry of God's unfolding story.